You are watching GrassRoots Television, serving the Roaring Fork Valley since 1971.
That was pretty cheesy, right? Sorry, that's me and Heidi and Seal. Today we're doing Seal and Veal. Welcome to another episode of Food, Music, and Friends, where we pair gourmet food, gourmet music, and gourmet people. Gourmet friends. So we're in this beautiful house on top of Red Mountain, about mid Red Mountain range, you'd say.
The view is gorgeous.
Laura Blocker was very nice enough to loan us her house. We're here having a good time. We're gonna cook today and talk to some really lovely ladies. Natasha Long and Rebecca. They are coming. Thank you ladies for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Always great to have you. Or to hang out. Last time we were hanging out was Highlands Party.
It was the Highlands
Remember
Party.
that? We were all dancing the last day at Highlands.
That's always fun.
It was pretty cool. Natasha and Rebecca work for the Buddy Program, which is Boogie's.
Yes, he's the chairman of our board, and he hosts our gala every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quite the guy. Boogie's a
Quite the guy. Great guy.
Philanthropist extraordinaire.
He funds 40
and he makes a damn good meatloaf. We're gonna do Veal and Seal, like I said, and sorry about the goofy picture, with udon noodles, which are Asian, kind of like a long...
a thin noodle?
It's a wide noodle, wider noodle. It's right here, actually. I'll just bring over all of our ingredients.
Those look good.
Veal, I think, goes well with apples, some button mushrooms, we got some bacon, red onions, maybe some citrus. We might shave a little jalapeno.
Yeah.
Since you guys talked about spiciness. Rebecca lived in
Arizona. Scottsdale. So I like
Not
the
a
spice.
shabby place to be, from what I hear.
It's no Aspen. Wow.
So I took the liberty to get some water going. Come on over and check out this beautiful Wolf oven. Whenever a client asks me when, because we design kitchens as well here in town, I said you always have to have a very strong hood system if you're really gonna cook. So they got that. So we don't smoke out the artwork. I'm gonna throw these in.
Now, what are udon noodles made from?
You know, that's a good question. I know that soba is made from buckwheat. These, I would think they're made from flour, egg, and water.
And you just boil them?
You just boil them just like regular pasta.
Great.
I put a little bit of salt, and since it's an Asian type show, or Asian type recipe, instead of regular olive oil, let's do some sesame oil.
Yummy.
For me, cooking is all about just tasting and exploring and having fun with food, you know? Because the ultimate deal is to enjoy what you eat at the end of the day. So, you know, hopefully you guys will like this.
Hey, Randy, how did you get so inspired by Asian foods, spices, and flavors?
I lived out in Hawaii for maybe 8 years, off and on, and there's a big culture of Pacific Rim, Japanese, Koreans.
Right.
And I just love their food. The way they eat, the way they sit around the table, share things family style. And the flavors are really explosive, and you know, French techniques are always great. And I worked in French restaurants, and but I just kind of just married the two, and
of all.
yeah.
So you've launched a new business in the ABC, nutrition.
I did.
And it seems like a lot of the
really
salads
cool.
kind of have a Asian flavor to them.
Yeah, they're what it is. It's a we try to incorporate a lot of grains, rices, Is that right? Different rices?
I don't know.
Different types of rice.
rice.
Different types of rice. Noodles, we'll do soba noodles with edamame, quinoa, and goat cheese, and
Got
grilled shrimp, and it's pretty fun. It's been going very well. It's,
Looks really good.
you know.
Korean beef salad, sweet Thai shrimp, enchilada. You've got a lot of
Looks
fun
really good.
flavors in
Here,
there.
check it out.
Yeah, it's basically just this gourmet takeout.
So now, what we're making today, is this on the menu, or?
This is not on the menu, but we
Okay.
could definitely turn this into a salad. You could do veal with the apples and arugula and
That
bacon.
sounds good.
So that's instead of just having like a plate with the starch and the veggie. I always thought if you incorporated any type of greens, you could just turn it into a salad.
Yeah,
and it's a little more
absolutely.
healthy. It's a little, you know, you get
Lighter.
your roughage and all that stuff. So I just took the veal, McCormick spices. Always nice to send me spices to work with for Food and Wine, and this is just a little curry powder. We have a coriander seed, and I think what we'll do is just. They always say season both sides because you eat both sides.
I like that approach.
You know? Some of their Danish smoked salt. Oh, and the smoked paprika. I love this stuff.
Oh, it's good.
Now, what do you do during Food and Wine each year, Randy? Do you do a course?
I do, well, what happens is what are they called? They're called exhibitors. Like McCormick's, for example, will hire my company to come in and they'll send me recipes or ask for recipes, utilizing their spices, what they want to show during the classic.
That's cool.
And we have a commercial kitchen, and right now we're prepping thousands of pieces of bacalao, 6,000 pieces over the course of the
6,000
4
pieces.
tastings. There's about 1,000
Wow.
pieces per grand tasting, and
And they're
there's
just
6
little
tastings.
appetizers while
It's
people are tasting
ridiculous.
the wine.
The amount of food that goes out during those times is
And do you run
It's
out
pretty silly.
with 6,000 pieces?
never. We never run out. Which is, I think, why we get some really cool clients. Because
That's great.
So we're gonna do a flour, egg, breadcrumb while our pasta's going. I'm gonna turn up one of these pans
So how much fun is Food
just to
and
get a
Wine?
hot pan going all the time. What'd
How
you
much
say?
fun is Food and Wine?
Food and Wine's my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
I mean, food-wise, and you know,
Busy,
Christmas
it's
is always
crazy,
great.
It's great.
Everybody from the industry's here, and I don't have to really go out. They all just come to our little town, and you just see everybody you need to see, and I think it's just great.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. So okay. So we're just do a basic flour.
So we're slightly breading these.
Slightly breading them. This is panko. It's a Japanese breadcrumb.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You could use regular breadcrumbs.
And that's
which is
just
fine.
eggs?
Yep. So it usually with the basic egg wash, you'd go flour, egg, and then your breadcrumbs.
I've had panko on salmon, grilled salmon with a teriyaki sauce.
Oh yeah.
That was
it gets
good.
that nice crisp.
Now, where can you get panko in a town, like a small town like ours?
You can get it actually here at Clark's.
Oh, really?
You can come by my kitchen and I'll give you some.
Okay. I might take you up on that.
So make sure we just get just a light dusting. So the boogies, tell me,
Tell you about
it's
the
the
event.
10th year anniversary, right?
2009 is the 10th year anniversary. And we hope to do many more.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I've been involved at least 3 years, 3 or 4, maybe 5.
And explain to everyone what you do when you come up to Boogie's Bash as a chef.
As a chef?
As Aspen Culinary Solutions, yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys get some of the top restaurants in town.
We do.
You get very generous people that come to this gala.
Yeah.
And they're really involved in the just the philanthropy of it, or just getting kids paired up with
Big buddies.
paired up with
Exactly,
people
yeah.
who are mentors, right?
Exactly.
So I had some of those as a kid, and they were very important to me. Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons I like to go up there. I mean, not to mention Boogie has one of the craziest houses, ranch / full basketball court
And the view.
Yeah,
Can
and
never
I've
forget
thrown
the
some
view.
really big parties in some really cool houses here, and his is probably one of the top for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're there, and we usually
And you serve
provide
one dish?
and then the people come and they get to graze and pick what they want, and they get to sample our food, and it's a good exposure for us.
Do you feel like you really get a chance to meet all your patrons, all the people, all your clients?
that come there? Oh yeah, 600. What is it? 600 people
650
all
people,
rushing
yeah.
in. What is this? What is this? Can I have this? This is great. Wow. Can you do a little bit without pepper? And I'm just like, well,
It's such a great way to
I'm a little bit busy, but sure. We aim to please. So I'm just gonna pan fry this veal. Our noodles look like they're getting pretty close.
Now, how long would
Do you want to
mind-
really cook them all the way? You don't. Udon noodles, you don't do al dente.
You want them a little crunchy?
And they're a little al dente now. So they got maybe 2 minutes to go. Caper berries are always nice. We could start prepping out some of this other stuff.
So Randy, you've also done an activity with Buddy Pears. You did a cooking class with them, didn't you?
I did, actually. We did that a few years ago.
A few years ago.
I had some of the buddies come out with their little buddies, and
Where did you
I
guys
put
do
some
it?
recipes together, and it was just a cool night. We just all, late afternoon, they all came out to my kitchen, and we just cooked recipes and
So fun.
hung out, and they had a chance to bond together. And
Isn't it great
I
to
got
see
some
them in
really,
action?
yeah, it was definitely in action.
We provide 15 of those activities a year.
So
They're
turn
fun.
this down just a little bit so it won't burn. We'll just finish it off in this pan. Maybe a little bit more oil. Hello? Somebody here? So mushrooms, you guys like? This is a little cooked bacon that I already
Yeah,
had.
this looks great.
We'll put that second. Yeah, so seal. I got to cook for Heidi and Seal when they came out a couple years ago. Hence my goofy picture. And trying to show
This
off.
dish?
I have this thing in my kitchen, and I have all these people, Jerry Jones and Bobby Kennedy Jr. and John Legend, and I have these pictures up with regular people as well. And John McBride, who owns my building, he's so local. He's like, "What is this? Are you trying to be famous? What are you? What is this? He calls it the wall of insecurity." It's pretty damn funny. I thought that
Well, I
was
bet he
good.
would love this.
So
He'd love your introduction today.
Yeah,
then.
he's gonna love that. You wait till you see that.
John Legend. I saw that show when he was here at the Belly Up.
Oh,
Oh, great show.
wasn't that? That was the
Oh,
time we were
amazing.
actually cooking for him.
Oh, you were?
He stayed at Denise Rich's house, and she invited us to come up there, and we cooked for them, and
That was a great show.
the girls were going crazy.
I bet they
He's
were.
like, "Randy, you want to come on the road?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't think my daughters would like that."
When you use jalapenos,
Little-
do you usually core them, or do you?
You know,
use the seeds
I
or
just
no?
cut off the end. But yes, that's a fantastic question because all
Well,
the heat,
because I feel like some
as
people
you know,
love the seeds, some
are
people
in
don't.
the seeds.
Yeah.
The heat is right there. Where
Got
is
it.
Ooh,
So it depends how spicy we want to
ooh.
make it.
Let's see. If I ate one of these, I'm gonna. I better not do that actually. Even though I
Your
have
eyes.
Mexican blood in me, I think I'd still.
Mexican blood in you, and what other blood?
Well, I think we're parts some Spanish. My grandfather's from Mexico City, and my grandmother Aguascalientes in Jalisco, Guadalajara.
Do you like to make Mexican food?
I like to eat Mexican food. My brother actually is a better Mexican chef than I am. My grandmother was an amazing chef. I'm trying to find that strainer. We could strain this out. I think it might be over here. Here it is. Okay. Champagne? How is the champagne?
It's delicious.
Tasty.
There's a lot of champagne drinking this week,
Yep.
this coming week.
Where'd you grow up, Randy?
I grew up in Northern California.
In the Bay Area?
cute little town called Tracy. It was like a farming community, and all my friends had cherry orchards, and I always talk about this cherry orchards and almond trees, and I used to pick walnuts with my grandfather. And
Cool.
now it's like a bedroom community for San Francisco.
Right.
That's great.
And they said it was like one of the epic centers for the housing collapse. Just think, help us, Obama. So these noodles are ready. What I'd like to do to them next is we'll throw a little bit of sesame oil in here now. You smell that? It smells really
And you
good.
can just get sesame oil in any supermarket too, right?
Yeah. And what I like to do we'll put a little bit of oil there.
What do you
And
think?
you could definitely serve those just with maybe a little bit of butter, a little bit of sesame oil by itself with a little bit of salt. It'd be beautiful. It'd be really nice. We do this thing at Nutrition where we'll pan sear for one of the hot plates, where you take the noodles and we'll just throw them right into a hot pan so they'll caramelize on the outside a little bit.
Oh, yum.
And so it just gives it a different texture.
Cool.
So now,
So that's what we'll do with this veal.
so Randy, besides lunch, Nutrition seems like a great place to come when you have people coming over for dinner and you don't have time to cook.
We close at 3, so call us. If you call us like at 2:30, we could have it ready for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you could take it. We thought about doing like, during the recession, we thought about maybe doing, helping families out and doing Monday through Friday, different types of cuisine, like Asian, Mexican, we'll do French food or just comfort American food. And getting, like I wanted to call it like family style. So they would come and get a family of 4 or 6 or 8 could come in and have the noodles with the veal or the pork or whatever protein and a side of veg, and you could just pick it up and go home with it.
And then do you just throw
So
it in
that
the
might
oven?
come for nutrition.
Do you just throw it in the oven when you get home, or?
Yeah, you could just reheat it
Cool.
right in the to-go containers, ready
That's
to
a
go,
great
and
idea.
plate it up. And so we'll see. I mean, that's the little lunch deal has been so busy. We're gonna have a little bit of water, so we'll just let those sit there. Veal's looking good. It's getting a little brown. Put that there. I'll turn it off. You could usually just throw that in the oven and finish it, but I think it'll finish right in the pan. It should be just fine.
Yeah, when you do the Boogie Bash, do you like to do a different thing every single year and experiment, or do you have one kind of specialty that people come back for every
a
year?
good question. Last year we actually tried to launch nutrition. I think we put it on our card up there. Usually it's just a catering company.
Yeah.
We've done sea bass. Actually, Heidi's favorite, whatever she told me was her favorite dish. We do the sweet Thai chili, and we soak sea bass, and we broil it so it caramelizes on the outside. It's probably like our signature dish.
Oh, wow.
And we did that one year, and it was pretty cool.
Popular.
It was very popular. The following year, I think we did edamame with quinoa, goat cheese, grilled shrimp.
Oh, that sounds great.
So yeah, we kind of mixed it up this year. I don't know. I haven't figured out what to do.
It's a surprise.
They're gonna have a little mini tent, you said, or what is that all about?
We are launching a junior ticket and
Right.
lounge this year, limited to 100 people from 9 to 12, and we would love for you to offer one of your special appetizers in there as well.
We could maybe do something like that.
Yeah.
Chai spice tuna tataki, or now you can see that it's starting to caramelize. I bet. If I had a little bit of butter, I don't know if you girls could see this, but
Yeah.
probably another couple minutes. So you'll get this crunchy bite on the outside, and then like this chewy,
Center.
lovely udon-ness on the outside.
It's a good word.
You like my terminology, my kitchen slang?
That sounds like.
And then these
you,
will
me,
just
and
be
Dupree.
little yummy
Bring that.
veggies we'll throw in.
Hey, so Randy, who was your mentor when you were growing up?
My mentor when I was growing up, my father, which was, my cousin Eddie had a lot to do with it. He was into old trucks and cars and, sports and stuff like that. Yeah, it was very important to have somebody to like, you're such a little, young kid and you're so impressionable to like, wow, someday I might be that old, you know, I'll be, you know,
Someone
maybe I want to be like that.
have fun
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, and actually when I first moved to Aspen, my buddy Josh Burneman was involved in the buddy program, and he invited me on this raft trip, and he had a little buddy, Sasha, whose father would own the French place. It was Ute City, is a New Orleans style restaurant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the
Sasha
old
was.
bank.
We had like
I love that
five.
place.
We had 5 teenagers, kids, coming with us on this raft trip, and that was his.
That's fun, huh?
That was his deal. So I think we could flip this. Maybe we could.
Woo!
Wow, we got all one
Nice
shot.
one.
Maybe a little
Udon pancake.
right?
Yeah.
So you have that texture. And this is our bacon.
That looks good. It smells really
more
good.
Jalapenos, bacon, mushrooms, and red onions.
And then we'll toss a little bit of green onions at the end.
Green onions or green apple?
Green apple. Thank God you're here.
So you design
Caper
kitchens?
berries.
Tell me more about you designing kitchens.
Friend of mine, Doug Paley. I think they've been involved in the program.
Absolutely.
They were building this big house, and he had asked me to look at some plans and thought about entertaining on a larger scale, and just kind of asked for some flow suggestions, like the hood, which we'll probably just turn on.
And the pasta
And I'm like,
water.
you gotta get a great hood. And so we just helped with the layout, kind of the flow. I didn't do anything as far as like buying. I suggested maybe a couple different ranges and stuff, and just kind of gave him a little idea.
Is it common for people to have the water over the stove thing?
No, yeah, this is actually
That's
a
really
great.
cool.
You could actually deglaze if you wanted to. So we could, if it was wine, that would be great. Huh? Come from the stock. That's pretty sweet.
Wine.
So let's do the
walls.
green. We'll do the green apples. We'll toss them in there now.
So when you're
Just
designing
get a little bit
kitchen,
of brown.
Cool.
Yeah.
do you like to go with like a more contemporary feel?
I love
or-
the contemporary feel, and Aspen is very, mountain. You know, there's a lot of houses that are really heavy woods, and those are beautiful, especially when it's, winter time.
Yeah.
And that's people from out of town. They want to have that
Yeah.
feel. But like these luxury, modern, ultra, what are they called? Kel, they're like modern, mountain modern, I think is the term.
I just like all
And
the
I think
windows.
that's-
The windows are amazing. So now what is that?
These are caper berries. So we'll throw those in there. We got caper berries,
That looks amazing.
right?
Is it true that capers are rosebuds?
I don't know.
Pickled rosebuds?
We should Google that.
We should Google that. I wonder.
Caper
what
berries
berries
being
are.
rosebuds. They kind of look like a. If you look at. I'm not sure about that.
Well, those are caper berries, though. Those are bigger. Those are like gooseberries, but little capers.
The mini capers. So here we go with my idea of like salads, of being fresh and having different types of greens, and arugula has a little peppery taste. A little bit. It's a little bitter. Definitely cleanses your palate.
Thank you.
One of our
Yum.
sponsors this year is Spectrum. They have an organic olive oil.
Where are they based out of?
They are based out of Northern California.
Cool.
So
And where's
it's
McCormick's
fun to
based?
work with them. McCormick is based on the East Coast. I want to say, Connecticut? Something like that?
Okay. So you aren't partial to California?
So I'm going to put all this hot ingredients. Actually, I might end up getting a little, let's just do the nutrition style. Always pull out some greens. Yeah? Greens make you good for your body.
Now, how many of your supplies do you buy locally?
As much as possible. I try to support local farms and what do you think? It smells good, huh?
Yum, it smells delicious.
I remember the chefs used to go like this. Oh, you smell so good. Yeah, there's a lot of local, like Woody, over at Woody Creek, they grow herbs and Where else?
Do you ever shop at
Down over in
I was gonna
Paonia.
ask, do you ever shop at the farmer's market for things?
Yeah.
Or?
We end up usually doing a what is that? A demo. I used to do demos over there.
Oh, cool.
So here's some pan-fried udon.
Yum.
We'll throw that in the
Look at
bottom.
that. Oh, it's amazing.
I like the crispy aspect to it.
This song is great, huh? He's such a lover boy. I guess they just renewed their vows in Vegas.
I was gonna
He had this
say.
big mullet.
Wouldn't you be a lover,
It-
if Heidi
Yeah.
was your woman?
They're such a sweet. I mean, it's pretty cool.
They're pregnant with their 4th baby.
Yeah. Congratulations. So look at that.
That looks incredible.
The capers, and we'll take this veal, slice it here.
Oh, that looks so good.
Wow.
And we'll just put it right there. It's really healthy. You could have baked this. We could have baked the. I mean, we didn't use a lot. We used some really nice olive oil, and you could use grapeseed oil, which is better for your cholesterol.
Good to know.
Let's see. What can we?
What can you throw on
You know,
top?
all you really need to do is actually add a little bit more olive oil.
Wow, it looks
We'll
beautiful.
do a little bit of smoked salt.
smoked
You-
salt?
Smoked Danish salt.
Wow.
And then you guys can enjoy this, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a treat.
I look forward to hanging out in Boogies. Maybe we'll do this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe do
do
this.
this.
Maybe we'll do this dish.
Absolutely. I look forward to having
Thank you to
there.
Seal. Thank you to you guys. Thank you for Laura for the house. GrassRoots TV. You're my favorite. Bon appetit, everybody. Have a great food and wine.
Bon appetit.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Andy. Cheers.
That was beautiful. You got forks?
We
I
don't.
have some forks for you.
That's so fun.